Alright guys, Paul Cigar Life here, and I'm going to do a review on the Padilla 2019 Select Reserve. Now Padilla, since they came on the scene, they've had a lot of 90 plus rated. They've had like 15 cigars rated in the top 25 and 2 in the top 10. This is a wonderful box press, beautiful lines on it. I mean, you can barely even see it. There's barely any visible seams. Slight, tiny little stems in there, but I mean, they're tiny. It's a beautiful box press. It smells absolutely amazing. Good oily wrapper. Now this one retails from anywhere between $7 and $10. It's all Dominican binder and filler, and also it has a Dominican Habano wrapper. It's one of my favorite cigars to smoke right now. I did order a box of them, very reasonably priced for a box. Normally you expect to pay a lot more for a cigar. This one has not yet been rated by cigar aficionados, but I do have to tell you, it's going to be pretty high. If you look at some of the online reviews, it's hit or miss. I've already smoked this one before. I smoked it probably about 5 days after I got the box, and very surprised, very impressed. It's close to one of the aging room cigars from my experience on smoking it. So let's see. Aging room. And aging room was a 95. Let's go ahead and it's got a good draw too. I love the box press cigars just for the draw. I love a nice thick creamy smoke. I am drinking a single malt scotch with a Death Star single round ice cube. You're asking what the single malt scotch is. It's actually, I'd have to look at the bottle, rated very highly on Total Wine and More by customer reviews, and it was actually one of the highest rated scotches they have. It's something, I'm not really sure. I'll go look at the bottle. Oh yeah. That's why you have to love box press. This one right here is a 6x54. Oh, right away you get that nice woodsy, earthy taste. It's got something else going on with it too. It tastes like sorry guys, I'm gonna pop my neck lately in the videos. I actually got hit in the head with a chainsaw by my boss, one of the pole saws. Probably see the white spot on my head. Thank God I wasn't running. Roasted cashew. You know, cashews give it a little bit of aftertaste, but it got that roast to it. Roasted cashew, a little bit of espresso. Just because it's so roasted, nice flavor. It's got that espresso flavor. I've been on a Habano kick lately. Such a good cigar. It's probably half the price point it should be, guys. I'm just being honest with you. If you look at their cigars, very reasonably priced. Look up Cigar Aficionado, pull up their whole cigar profile, look at it from the highest rated down. You're going to be impressed on some of the stuff they did. Their Miamis are absolutely just top of the line. I think these are up there with the Miamis though. I didn't know if I was going to smoke the Perdomo Craft Series. or the Romeo and Julieta Vallejo R. So I got my beer glass out in case I was going to do crafts. But instead, I said, you know what? After the Andalusian bowl that I smoked, I just kind of want to stick to something with great flavor, great draw, just a little simple. This is by no steps of means the Andalusian bowl, but it is good. Which reminds me, I have to order more of those. I finally found a website. They're more expensive than the ones I bought, but kind of feeding it for them. I still got one left, but I'm not gonna smoke that one until I get a lot more. Right now, due to the pandemic, it says they're at 50% capacity. So they're not quite building as much as they are, and they quit putting it in boxes because they're not going to waste people actually putting boxes together. They'd rather have people rolling on the floor. So they're doing the best they can. La Florida Dominica, shout out to everybody out there, every cigar factory, everybody working a hard job, all you essential workers. Thank you very much for everything you're doing every day. It's the people at the grocery store never got to shine. For those of you who don't know my backstory, I've been a paramedic for 20 years, firefighter for some of that, like 7 years of it, and I got told thank you a lot. I got given free stuff, I got bought free stuff. I always felt like I had to live up to that because I was post 9/11 firefighter, post 9/11 medic, and first responders post 9/11. We got a lot more shine than we ever got before. It made me want to live up to the reputation I thought we should be. So it helped mold me from a good young man into, hopefully, in God's eyes, everybody else is a good man. Grocery store workers, you work hard. You're working extra hard. People at the convenience stores. You've always worked really hard. The working class. I give respect to any man or woman that goes to work every day. If you're a doctor, you're a carpenter, or you're a plumber, doesn't matter. You work and you make an honest day wage. I don't care how dirty your hands are, I will shake them. Because there's a saying I like to go by. Some of the cleanest hands in the world are actually the dirtiest. Billionaires would do stuff to people that we would never do. Some billionaires are really great people. But on the majority part, I'd rather shake your dirty hand and thank you for the job you've done. Our men and women in the military get a lot of praise and thanks, but thank you all as well for your services. Sorry I had to get that little rant out of the way. This is still good. Earthy, beautiful flavor. That woodsy cedar taste with that roasted cashew and that espresso. Espresso actually, it's like a spicy espresso. It's like you put a little turmeric in with your espresso. I don't know where a lot of these guys come up with their cigar flavor notes or whatever on Cigar Aficionados, but I watch a certain celebrity chef, and he goes around and he likes to taste all the spices before he cooks with them. So I've always tasted a bunch of different spices because I absolutely love to cook. So I have all this stuff stored in my palate, in my mind. So I might pick up on stuff, and this book does help when you look at it, but it's a very limited flavor wheel. I might pick up on stuff that you might not be able to put your finger on. But if you go put a little bit of turmeric in your coffee, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Because turmeric's actually good for you in your coffee. This is just a sit back and relax cigar. I can't wait till I can sit back with a bunch of buddies, drink some, smoke some cigars, and just relax. It's been too long. And if I can find enough on those days, I will break out that losing blues. People view the pandemic in many different ways. The way you view it is kind of tied in politically. I say, as in every situation in this world, it is your perception of the situation that makes that situation for you. If you perceive it to be nothing, then to you, it is nothing. If you perceive it to be the worst thing in the world, well, then to you, it is the worst thing in the world. So however this pandemic is affecting you or you're perceiving it, it is that to you. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. I'm not going to tell you what my beliefs are. Personally, I'm being a paramedic for 20 years. I got a little bit further education on the process, so I'm a young, healthy guy. Not really too much stuff to worry about. The one thing I would like to say about politics is we're a cigar channel. Politics are left for political posts, political channels, your ideology, your beliefs, your religion, your racial politics, however you see it or devise it, Republican, Democrat, independent, liberal, far right, I don't care. We all have to have a common ground. Finding a common ground is what makes us strong as people. And our common ground that I believe that we can get around as brothers and sisters of the leaf are these wonderful cigars. I don't care what you believe. I don't care straight, homosexual, LGBTQ. I don't care. Because I live my life the way I want to live my life. Nobody tells me otherwise. I have to answer to somebody of a higher power. My wife. So everybody lives their life according to them. For me to tell you how to live your life means I'm giving you the right to tell me how to live mine. I'm just not going to give over that power, and I'm not going to tell anybody how to live their life. It's cigar life. That's all I'm going to tell you how to live it. Have a good cigar and a good life. That's all I'm worried about. Whatever constitutes either one of those things for you, more power to you. Some people like swishers. Some people like them mild. Some people wouldn't smoke this because it's not a padron. Doesn't matter to me. I just got finished doing a review on these horrible little things. To you, you might like them. Whoever wins the next contest is going to get a set. They're just as bad one individual as three. I just figure, why not share the misery? I really was just going to give away the pack of cigars, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to throw in the Mother Earth, and I'm going to throw in that Villager, Cubero, or whatever it is. Share the misery. Tasting it a little bit stronger. Better though. You get more of the coffee, less of the earthy, more of the woodsy tone. The roasted cashews, it's not so much cashew anymore, it's more just straight espresso coffee with that little bit on the back end. And also, comment on my post. Tell me if you like my rants, my talking. See if you feel the same way, because some people can't go 2 minutes without telling you what they think or believe. Personally, if you ask me, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on anything. That's just me. One thing I do want to give a little insight in. I am from Texas. Half my family's Hispanic. My little sister's black. I'm pretty much all over the spectrum on what we are as human beings. Open-minded, I am. Trusting, yep. Do I believe in the best in people? Of course. Have I seen the worst? I've been a paramedic 20 years. I can't begin to tell you what I saw. Let's just put it this way. The best in people is what I choose to see. The worst in people is what I choose not to be around. And my brothers of the leaf, my sisters of the leaf, this one's for you. Alright. Well, I'm going to put y'all on pause. Come back to y'all after next ash. Let you know the cigar's going. Thanks for letting me rant a little bit there, guys. I know you really didn't have a choice behind it, but if you watch it, you had a choice. And this one actually comes off early because it's a big wrapper or band, and then barely stick it on there. Alright guys, I'll be back with you. Guys, time for another ash. Very good cigar. Smoothed out. That turmeric went away really. It has more of that earthy, light coffee flavor right now. It's probably needs a little bit of a purge. See what it tastes like now. There it is. Got a better coffee flavor to it. Really good earthy flavor. Still got that roasted with that little bit of cashew on the back. Woodsy for sure. I'm not sure if that turmeric's back. Let me see. Oh yes, my pinky stays up. It's been broke too many times. So got that turmeric on the back end too. Oh. Had a long day out at the water park. It's nice to smoke a cigar, relax. This is actually my third review today. I'm gonna get the sit back. And my wife said, if I'm smoking a cigar, why not just do a review on it? And wife was right. Definitely enjoying this. I feel like I'm going to share it with you guys. If any of y'all live around the Houston area, just comment, man. As soon as this pandemic stuff's over, come over, smoke a cigar, drink some scotch, have a good time. It's just a really good, honest cigar. When I was smoking this the other time, I was trying to think about what it reminds me of. It reminds me of two cigars. It reminds me of a Cohiba mixed with it's hard to say. It was that coffee flavor. It's so good. It tastes almost like it's been infused with coffee. It really is. But it tastes like a really great Cohiba out of 2006 Cohiba. That had a really good earthy, woodsy flavor. It had a little more grass on the backside. It did have that grassy taste like Cubans do. but it's really good. I was actually on a cigar tour to Cuba and asked the guy one time, I was like, what's something that you'd want that you can't get here that I can bring over with me? He said, PlayStation for the grandkids. Guy owned an old cigar factory. Well, cigar shop. I said, a PlayStation? He said, yes. Okay. Next time I come over, I'll see what I can do. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have promised him a lot of things. Well, PlayStation 2's really cheap. You know, PlayStation 4's are out. PlayStation 3's are out. So, I got him a PlayStation 2, bunch of games, 32-inch TV. At that time, 32-inch TVs were actually more expensive. Also got extra controllers, extra wires, the works. You know, I sound like I did a lot. Spent like $300. You know what I mean? But a guy wants it not for himself, for his grandkids. That's the cell phone sack. So I went in, got him what I figured his grandkids would love. Brought it there to a cigar shop. He said, set it up right here. I said, okay, no problem. Set it up. He was so happy. Grandkids started playing it. Kids around the neighborhood are playing it. They'd never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? It looked like real TV to them. It's kind of like if you're as old as me, you remember the Sega Genesis, Nintendo, 64s, and then switching over to PS2. That was amazing. Well, old man says, thank you very much. How can I repay you? I said, don't have to repay me. It's good. Call it even. I just love seeing the kids play with it. Dead serious. That's my heart. That's what I felt. So I'll be back. Okay. Went down and brought me up 3 boxes of cigars. One was very old box of Guavas. Another one, I'd have to look at the brand of it. Nice old box. It wasn't pre-embargo. It was post-embargo. And then he brought me up the El Presidentes. And all 3 of those boxes I cherished. Brought them back as I could. And they didn't last very long. Smoked them all. I did not save any. Sorry, I'm a cigar smoker, not a cigar saver. I do like to age some for my kids. They want to smoke some, but just the joy that man had for his grandkids. And he'd been holding on to these boxes for a while. You could tell. These are something that he wasn't going to give up lightly, and he wasn't going to sell. And I guarantee if I would have told him, hey, just give me a box of cigars, he'd have given me a box of regular cigars. But since I didn't want anything in return, I got what was hiding under the cabinet. Selfless acts do get repaid. That kind of takes me back to this. That flavor of the cigar without the grassiness. Just a good cigar. Alright guys, I'll be back with you. Alright guys, good smoke so far. Great flavor, the coffee's still there. It's got a little bit milder. The woody cedar flavor is still there, a little bit milder. Turmeric flavor is pretty much gone completely away, not even on the retro. Does not need to be purchased again. So far as in rating for this one, guys, I'm ready to give it a rating. $91. It's good. Not as good as the Excess Gold. Well deserving of a 91. It's a great cigar. It's one of my favorites to smoke. It's not going to win any huge prizes. It's not going to be a cigar of the year, but it is most definitely a great smoke. I would have to say 91. It's not an instant classic. It's not something I have to have in my humidor. It's not something to show off. Like, hey, this is what I got. This is just dang good smoke. Smoke you can enjoy, you can give somebody, you know they're going to enjoy it. Solid 91. Well, guys, let me write down that 91 real quick. Does not. Because the whole time I sit here and I rate it, I think about where it stands with other cigars and other ratings. Kind of the situation I like it in. And I suggest y'all do the same. Give it your own rating. Because really the rating system that you come up for yourself is the one that matters the most, because you're going to be smoking the cigars. And make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Comment down on Facebook for our next giveaway. And as always, have a good cigar and a good life. See y'all guys next time.